Everybody, before we get into this morning's update, I'm going to go over a quick overview of what's happening now that the trading week has started. XRP currently sits at the 0.4853 level. I did come on at about 3:30 in the morning here on the Eastern Standard Time Zone, and XRP had reconfirmed the death cross in the 4-hour time frame. So if we continue to be rejected by this level and don't get over the 494, ultimately the 585, and then into the future above the 537 to flip the short-term bearish momentum, and also to flip the short-term death cross in the 4-hour time frame, we've got to flip that over. So if we don't want to break the 477 and then ultimately down to the 44 cents to kind of have our meeting with doomsday there, because if we were to break that neckline at 44 cents, that would drop us back down to 36 cents if we lose the broadening wedge as well in that same area. So that's why it's so urgent, and I continuously keep repeating the same information. We are still on the inverted head and shoulders pattern. Until we break 44 cents, we have not invalidated the move. But now that we have the death cross in the 4-hour time frame, it becomes a little bit more urgent. Are we in a heavy consolidation, and are we trying to trap a slew of holders or a slew of potential buyers from buying by having these signals of the 4-hour death cross and just the bearish bias overall in the past roughly 7 days? That's something we need to determine on the start of the trading week. Bitcoin's at 30,500 plus. It's up about 100 points right now to start today. And XRP's looking for a little bit of help here from the bulls to to avoid from spiraling out of control completely. So it's a very important day. Remember, to start this trading week, it's our job. We have the decision to choose positivity over negativity. We're going to have that winner's mindset instead of being the victim. If we play the winner and don't act like the victim or feel like we're the victim, we can actually do amazing things. If we play the winner, we make winning moves in the most difficult of times, and then it allows us into the future to be positioned perfectly. But we can't do it based on emotion. We have to look at the charts with an emotionless response and let the charts dictate our perception we have of the XRP price movement, and not based on our own emotion. Make sure you hit that like button, as it'll greatly help push me through the analytics, and we'll get to the charts just after this. Good morning, 10:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, June 26th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, the U.S. dollar currency index is down about 0.11% to 102.748. Feel like we should start there to start the trading week. See the S&P's slightly up. But the U.S. dollar currency index, if we hold the 102.605, we have a golden cross in the 45-minute. It's actually more than just the 45. We are trying to hold, we have a bullish cross here in the 3-hourly. In the 2-hour, we're trying to hold the move. In the 1-hourly, we have a golden cross that we're trying to hold support. And if we do, that would push us all the way up, believe it or not, to 103.674 on this movement. If we break down from 102.605, we have a harsh and sudden volatile swing back down to 101.162. But right now with that reversal, with the consolidation, that looks like a little weird bull flag. We can see the main thing to watch here as well. We swung out of here, and now we're doing this. That's a bullish handle there to push us up to here approximately. So if we do hold the 102.605, look for a volatile spike up. And is that going to allow crypto to dump a little bit more? Is that going to put a lot of pressure on precious metals? As gold is at 1923. Just a quick overview with gold. We do have a bullish cross here in the 1-hourly, so we need to pay attention to that. But gold is firmly in the midst of a downturn right now. We're trying to get a reversal candle, and right now that could be our V-shaped recovery. If we look at the 45, we have had a bullish cross there, but now it looks like we're breaking down a little bit. So it's really going to come down to this. Does gold get rejected at 1930? Or do we continue pushing up? Silver's had a beautiful start today, up to 22.72, up 1.41%. And we've had a bullish cross here as well in the 45. And the 2 hourly, we're trying to have something started. We're trying to hold support. And our big move we're going to see is we're going to come up here to about 23.36. And then we're going to decide, is this pattern just breaking down? And are we going to continue the breakdown? Or is this the start of finally pushing back up? To me, with everything we're seeing, we're going to have to make some big reversal patterns here to continue pushing out. Commodities are under a little bit of pressure. I'm still watching B2 gold. Then we'll get into XRP. I'm watching B2 gold here. This is my line, $3.36. That might be my first buy attempt since I sold in 2022 to try to ride it back out. So that's what that's the possibility. So that's what I've been looking for with B2 gold. So that gives you a little bit of the commodities look. The total crypto market cap is at 1.151. Looks like we're bull flaggy just like Bitcoin. 1.139 is a beautiful hold here. That would be a perfect building of the bull flag, and that would actually get us up to 1.248, not just 1.118. So let's see if this moves by level. We would still have to come up and break this, obviously, but if this holds, this is a move that's going to push us up to the 1.248 and ultimately could possibly push us to that 1.327. We just have to see if this continues the consolidation. Right now, though, it's continuing a very nice hold on the 1.139. So that's what you're looking for this morning. Are we actually making a move up to the 1.18 level and then ultimately push up to the 1.248 to complete that technical target if we do hold that support? And now XRP, because I know that's why everybody's here, but I had a few things I wanted to touch on. XRP's at 4. Actually, you know what? Bitcoin. We touched the total crypto market cap. Bitcoin is set up essentially the same. If that is a bull flag forming here, that's going to push us up to like 33,938 area. We would stop at 32,800 first. But if this is a bullish handle and a bull flag that formed here, and the reason I say a handle is boom. And now if we create that handle here, I talked about that, that's ultra bullish if we do it on the 30,000 line. So let's just see, because this really could bring us up to that 32,800, ultimately 33,938. Just remember, if that breaks and holds 33,938, the technical target's up around 38K, possibly 40. And now for XRP. And then I'm going to release this because this is a jam-packed update, but there's a lot of good information. XRP came back down to the 477 level last night. We have not given way to it yet. But if we continue to have a few more of these bearish candles, this is going to do us in. My hope is not lost yet, though. I still feel like XRP, until we break down 477 and ultimately come down to the bottom of the broadening wedge at 44 cents, which we're looking at a technical target. On a breakdown here of 477, let's say we do this. This bottom doesn't hold, and we do this. The technical target's down here. We would literally go... Then we would hit that 44 cent inverted head and shoulders neckline and the bottom of the broadening wedge. You lose that, then you got to come down to 36 cents. Now, conversely, let's say this is our consolidation and we do hold here. First level would be to do something like this at the 508. Second level, 537. You would know something special starting to happen if we can get on top and hold 537. Anything less than the 537 mark, I feel like a broken record and sound like a broken record. If we don't break the 537 and hold in the immediate short term, we will lose the 477 mark, and then that would drop us down 8% to 44 cents. I'm still optimistic that this can bust out of this pattern and pull out because of the inverted head and shoulders setup. Now, if we're looking at it from a whole, though, you can see a head and shoulders pattern form. Now it looks like a right shoulder. So if that's what happens, that's how we get that volatile spike down. Now, if we're saying that the inversion plays out, I mean, we absolutely can. But we would say that the inverted head and shoulder starts way back here, the left shoulder. Whoops. You'd be saying left shoulder, head, right shoulder is forming here. And then you'd spike out. That's the thing. If we spike out, we're coming way up to 585, and then if we break out, it's up to 65 cents. So that's why I keep saying until the inverted head and shoulders is invalidated, it's still a valid pattern, and this is a typical consolidation. I know it looks wildly volatile, but this is what happens in inverted head and shoulders, and then creating a broadening wedge on the inverted right arm makes it even more volatile. Boom, 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 boom. Now, are we consolidating out or down? That's the whole thing. We won't know until we see how this plays out. Tomorrow's going to be a huge day. So if we can hold this 47.7, I anticipate an explosive move up for XRP if we hold this level, especially with the Bitcoin ETF tomorrow. But if we lose this level, look out below.